dads make predictions, then hope you forget about how wrong they were. But not Mackie and Judd.
Write this down.
This is the big leagues, where we own our terrible predictions.
Write that down.
And keep track of each other's batting averages. It's Write That Down.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
With Mackie and Judd.
Yep, that's right. The only show in America that actually keeps track of our predictions with statistics, batting averages, home runs, put our careers on the line every single week. The most innovative, controversial, risky segment in all of sports media. And it's presented by our friends at Dennis Kirk. Riding season, the summer months are where Dennis Kirk shines with over 160,000 parts and accessories in stock for Harleys, Metric Cruisers, sport bikes, whatever you ride. Free shipping on orders over $89 and same-day shipping on orders placed before 8 p.m. Ride more, wait less, getting gear, and head to DennisKirk.com. All right, guys, 3 predictions from everybody each week. They must be quantifiable. Like I said, our stats on this show are batting average and home runs. Over on Purple Daily, we also do a football-centric version of the show. And listeners, if you want to participate, like our guy Kyle is about to, you can just send us a message through the Score North app, where we're also holding our month-long Purple Daily getaway to Miami. We're sending 2 fans to Miami week 6, little road trip for you. We'll take care of the travel. We'll take care of the tickets. All you have to do to enter sometime during the month of June is open the Score North app or download it if you don't have it already. It's free. Register and enter through listener rewards. Are you guys ready to be held accountable?
Yeah, I think so.
Yep.
Trying to decide.
Okay.
I'm good.
I think I'm ready.
Start with Judd here. Well, Declan's good because he's batting 500 this season so far.
Exactly, Declan.
Yeah, I don't punt on games.
Ridiculous. Yeah, you're not bringing in Tyler Duffy in a one-run game.
I'm not starting Cole Sands off the gate.
Oh, yeah, I remember that one.
All right, Judd, you had 2 things come off the board.
Yeah.
Neither good for you. You said the Twins will be swept by the Blue Jays last weekend.
I meant the Yankees this week.
You want to go on the record?
I misspoke when I said that.
Yeah, maybe you will.
You were wrong about the Twins getting swept.
Wrong.
You said Jared Spurgeon. Spurgey will finish top 5 in the Norris Trophy voting this season. I don't think he even got a vote, actually.
I meant Lady Bing.
Lady Bing. Wouldn't that have been hilarious because he finished 3rd in the Lady Bing if he had won that after trying to rip a guy's Achilles tendon off with his stick in the playoffs?
Hey. Yeah, that's the playoffs, though. He's not sportsmanlike in the playoffs. Regular season, he is a sweetheart.
Right. But when he did that, the results were probably in already.
They were
right?
voted on, yeah.
Okay. That's hilarious.
Yeah, that was after
What would
the
they have
fact.
done?
I know.
They would have said regular season, he's the nicest guy in the world. Playoffs,
Very
he's a
hockey-like, very
warrior.
He's a rabid Wolverine.
He's a warrior.
All right, I had nothing come off the board. Yeah, listeners, Alex said Tiger Woods and Phil Mickelson will both make the cut at the U.S. Open, while Tiger is not going to participate in the U.S. Open, so he will not make the cut. Phil Mickelson is still hoping to participate.
Is Phil going? Okay, so Phil wants to, but they can they say you can't because of his association with the new?
That's the thing. So USGA has not like blackballed him from it, but the PGA is trying to throw their weight around.
Okay.
So
because Dustin Johnson retired from the PGA to play in, or quit the PGA completely, right?
Yes.
Okay.
And so did Kevin Na. And now apparently Bryson DeChambeau and Patrick Reed are also joining the LIV Tour.
Really?
And maybe Ricky Fowler is going to join as well. Yeah. Dude, they're offering. So they gave Dustin Johnson $150 million to play in these LIV Tour events. They gave Phil Mickelson $200 million. And by the way, Dustin Johnson just got more from the LIV Tour than he's made in career winnings in like 15 years on the actual PGA Tour so far.
Okay, interesting.
And they reportedly offered Tiger Woods $1 billion to be associated and play on the LIV Tour.
Where, I'm sorry to ask this, where is this cash flow coming from right now?
The Saudis. It's coming from, I believe, the Saudi government.
Yes.
Okay, so
But most of the events, so the first one's in London this week, I think starting tomorrow.
Yes.
And then, and it's like a weird format. I don't know the details.
Yeah, it's a shotgun start. It's really weird. There's no cut line.
3 rounds. There's a team portion, then there's an individual portion. The purse is like $25 million. So I think the fees that these guys are getting are on top of whatever they would win in the actual tournament.
So
too.
they're like, so it's a performance bonus in the tournament, but a flat fee just for playing.
I believe so.
In the league, so to speak. Now, is this on TV or is this?
It's right now. I think it's only streaming on their website, YouTube, and social media platforms. So I don't.
God.
Apparently, they have multiple billions of dollars to get this off the ground, but They don't have a TV deal or anything right now.
Interesting.
And Greg Norman is the CEO. That's the puppeteer for all of this.
He's a sweetheart. Great guy.
Got to watch that 30. Wasn't there a 30 for 30 on him at some point recently? I watched that. His Masters meltdown. All right, Declan, you said Austin Matthews will win the Hart Trophy. He finished second in Hart voting, but you did correctly predict that I would rate Top Gun Maverick a perfect 10 after watching it for Action Movie Rewind. Not a home run because I obviously was going to give it a 10, but a good show-related prediction there. And so Declan remains at 500 with 9 home runs. Judd's at 373 with 4 home runs. Listeners at 316, also with 9 home runs. And I'm at 301 with 6 home runs on the season. All time, Judd leads with 225 hits. Listeners lead with 28 home runs. All right, let's get our guy Kyle in here. Guest listener predictor. I'll throw this off here so we can all be on the screen together. What's going on, Kyle?
Hey, how's it going, guys? Glad to be here.
Right on. Thanks for jumping on. Yeah, what's your strategy here? You got a game plan you're gonna follow?
Well, as I was writing, I was like, I'm gonna hit bombs. And then after I read them, I'm like, these are definitely more like doubles and singles. So we'll see.
It's like the Baltimore Stadium. They've moved the fences back on Kyle here.
Exactly.
For write that down. So we'll start with Kyle. We'll go to Judd, Declan, me, 3 trips around the room. Lead us off, Kyle. What's your first prediction?
All right. I'm a Vikings fan through and through, but I have to do a Detroit Lions prediction for this one. So write this down.
Write this down.
The Detroit Lions will win at least 4 divisional games this upcoming season.
Wow. So above 500 in the division?
Yep.
Okay.
Dan Campbell.
Off the record?
Dan Campbell.
Do you have off the record? Who are they going to beat 4 times?
Well, they're off the record. They're going to beat the Bears twice, and the Vikings and Packers one each.
Okay.
And Packers is probably going to be the last game of the season when they're resting their starters, unfortunately.
That's fair. So 2 legit wins over the Bears, 1 legit win over the Vikings, which seems to happen, and then kind of like a backup quarterback situation.
The Jordan Love win.
Yes.
Jordan Love, yes. It's Jordan Love.
Love it.
Write this down.
All right, Judd.
All right. It's going to happen. I don't know when, but I will put a date on this one. Tyler Duffy won't be on the Twins roster by July 1st. So at some point in time in the next few weeks, I don't know if they're gonna get him through potential waivers to St. Paul because he's got a ton of experience, seniority. But anyway, by July 1st, he will not be on the Twins roster.
Okay. So if he's on the roster on July 1st, then this is wrong. But if he's off the roster between now and July 1st, it's right.
Then it's correct. Exactly.
Okay.
Right.
I just want to clarify.
Yes.
And does that include? Let's say he gets
Service time,
DFA'd and then accepts a minor league assignment as long as he's off the Twins roster.
Right. Exactly. As long as he's not at Target Field, I'm right. So like if he's with the Saints, I'm still right.
Okay.
So yes, it's not out of the organization. It's just off the Twins 26.
Okay. What if he doesn't clear waivers and then decides to just buy season tickets next to Declan? So he's at Target Field, but he's no longer.
He's got to be in uniform.
I've seen him in Northeast a few times. You very well can come hang out with me.
You seem to see a lot of athletes in Northeast.
I do. I have.
Yeah, you're right around
Yeah.
You're right around where they live.
Dodgers lived right behind me when I first moved in. Yeah, I see a lot of athletes.
Oh, I'd like to hear some Doge stories.
Yeah, maybe for another day.
Write this down.
Wow, sounds like you know something. Okay, let's go.
All right. You guys tell me if this is a home run or not, and I'm just trying to speak this into GD existence. Write this down. The Twins will beat the Yankees by at least 5 runs in one of these next 2 games.
That's a home run.
Thank you.
Absolutely a home run.
So in one of these next 2 games, the Twins beat the Yankees and by 5 runs or more.
And it's baseball. Things happen.
Absolutely. 488 then by next week?
What, Declan's batting
my
average?
batting
Yeah.
average.
Oh yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I love it.
Here,
Keep-
let me do some quick math here.
Yeah,
Let
what's
me-
Declan's? Because this is going to unless you've got another prediction that comes right, which you very well could. This is going to bring your average.
Here,
down.
let me just
Which
plug
Phil and I are all
plug
for?
in an out here for Declan. It would bring his average down to 493 there, Judd.
Okay,
Oh.
493.
493.
Congratulations, you're still having an outstanding season, but you just punted.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right,
Thanks, Rocco.
write this down. I'm
dare you.
gonna make more of just a vindictive prediction because I'm still seething after Rocco's explanation of why he uses the seventh inning of a 1-run game. You're losing, but it's a 1-run game that you can still very much win with 9 outs to go as an opportunity to get Tyler Duffy right against that lineup.
Yep.
Which we saw it as a great opportunity to get Tyler Duffy right. And that's why Duran didn't pitch, or one of our literally 7 other relievers that would have been a better option in that spot than the struggling Tyler Duffy. So write this down. Duran will not pitch with a lead in this series against the Yankees. So the presumption here is, we're saving Duran for situations where we are leading the game. That's why we don't put him in a close game to keep it close so we can maybe win later. We're confident we're going to have a lead at some point that he can come in and pitch. So he will not pitch with a lead in this series, Duran that is, against the Yankees.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, back to Kyle.
All right, for my second prediction, it's going to be a D'Angelo Russell parlay, I guess. So, first part, D'Angelo Russell will not be traded by this next season's trade deadline. So he'll be with the team until free agency.
Okay.
Second part, he will be allowed to walk in free agency. And the last part is that with that new cap space, Timberwolves will sign at least one player with an annual average salary of $20 million per year.
Okay.
So yeah, it depends on what happens here, but if they keep D'Lo, it means they're probably not adding. I guess they could keep D'Lo and trade like Beasley and somebody else and bring someone in, but they would maybe have room to spend $50 or $60 million. So you're saying that at least one of those players will have an average annual value of $20 million?
Yep, one of the new players they bring in with
Okay.
that cap space will be.
I think this is definitely a home run because it's
Yes.
it's kind of a 3-atom parlay. But if the first 2 things happen, the third is very likely. But the first 2 aren't given, so it's a home run.
Still a home run.
Oh, perfect.
All right,
Write this down.
back over to Judley.
All right, I'm going to turn to the world of hockey and the coaching carousel. Fast and furious. A lot of great candidates out there right now, including Barry Trotz, who probably leads the list still. And there's a lot of speculation about
Old Bear, yeah.
where Barry is going to go.
The Bear.
Barry Trotz will go home and will coach the Winnipeg Jets next season. So Barry Trotz will be hired by the Winnipeg Jets, allowing him to return home and probably wind down his career behind the bench in the Peg.
I like it. The Bear. I
The
feel
Peg.
like I feel like the Bear should be one of the hot commodities here. Shouldn't
He's
there be
very
like 2 or 3
hot
teams
commodity.
that
He's
are bidding
damn
on
good
him?
coach.
I think the Golden Knights are in. I think the Jets are in. Now, Boston surprisingly fired Bruce Cassidy 2 days ago, and he's going to be a hot commodity too. But yeah, there is nothing like the volatility of the National Hockey League coaching fraternity.
Write it down. You like writing things down.
All right, Dex.
Great volatility.
All right, another prediction that will come off the board by next week. I'm going to make a live prediction tour. So yes, there's
Me too.
there's
I'm curious.
there's
love it.
individual competition and there's team competition. So the individual competition is just 3 rounds and it's stroke play. So it's basically just one last round, but it's still stroke play. So let's write this down. He's one of the favorites to win, and this is just a nice knock. But Kevin Na will finish top 5 at the live this weekend
Okay.
in
That
the
is
individuals competition.
Okay. Judd, I'm going to give you
Finish
some
top 5.
context here for this one. Listen, I mean, we're going to allow this prediction, but
Oh wow, we got controversy.
I just want to give you an idea of live golf field here. Let me just find this for Judd. So they're having a hard time filling out the field with quality players because they just started, and I think they've focused on, okay, we got this boatload of money. Let's focus on a handful of players and get them over. But it's taken a while because to pry these guys from the PGA Tour, I mean, they're literally burning a bridge with the golf tour, right? Like it's a 100% cash grab for these players. So that's why players, I think everyone wanted to see, okay, is Phil going to do it? Oh, Phil got in trouble with some things. Dustin Johnson did it, and then Kevin Na did it, and now it's like, okay, then Phil threw his hat in the ring officially, and then it was okay for Bryson DeChambeau and these guys. But for this particular tournament, there are guys with world rankings over 1,000. Like Andy Ogletree, world ranking 1,300th. Chase Koepka, who is that like Brooks Koepka's brother or cousin?
Sure.
Ranked 1,500th in the world. David Puig is ranked 1,700th in the world. James Piot is ranked 1,730th in the world. They only have, let's see here, 3 players in the top 30 in the world. And Kevin Na is 33rd. So he's like technically he's and it looks like DeChambeau is going to play in this event. So Kevin Na is the 4th one.
Via the sportsbook, he has the 4th best odds to win the tournament. Na is.
Probably behind Dustin Johnson, Louis Oosthuizen, and is Bryson officially playing in this one?
I don't know if Bryson is. Poulter's playing in it. Phil's playing in it. Horsfield's playing in it. Schwartzel's playing in it. Lee Westwood's playing in it.
Yeah.
There's actually a good amount of English golfers playing in this, and they could have an advantage there. So I'm just saying Kevin Na top 5 in the individual portion of the competition. So if he finished, I don't know what the team thing works. Because he could obviously win that, but I'm just saying in the individual part, he will finish top 5.
I'm going to make a win prediction here for the inaugural Live tournament. I'll give you 3 guys. One of them is going to win it in the individual. I don't care about the team stuff.
Yep.
Kevin Na, Dustin Johnson, Louis Oosthuizen. One of those 3 guys is going to win it.
Okay.
Bryson's been playing. Bryson's coming off an injury. I don't know who some of these other guys are.
Oh, God, no.
Matt Jones, Sam Horsfield. That just sounds like a name made up from the 1800s. Sam Horsfield.
Sounds like a golfer, though. Like if you were guessing what his occupation was as an athlete, you'd say he's probably a professional golfer.
But probably uses wooden-headed driver and 3-wood, right?
Yes.
Here's Gene Sarazen leading the field, and Sam Horsfield is second.
Hudson Swafford is playing in this event. That's a great name. Hudson Swafford. Could be a left-handed reliever specialist, too. I could see that.
Oh, God, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, most definitely.
All right. Anyhow, back to Kyle. Your 3rd and final prediction here, Kyle.
Ooh, my 3rd and final. I'm going back and forth on this one, but I think I settled on this one I'm going with. It's a Vikings prediction, so write this down. Seems to happen every year, so I'll put this out there. Before the start of the season, the first game of the season, 3 additional people on the 90-man roster currently will have season-ending injuries.
Wow. So it's like season-ending injured
prediction.
reserve or whatever, right? Is that what?
Yeah,
okay.
I hate to say it, but it like happens every year. So I don't want it to happen, but I'm not afraid to capitalize.
Cryptic. And like you don't want to wish injury on any of those 90, but if you had to, you would hope that it's like the 82nd guy. And
not Harrison Smith, Justin Jefferson, Dalvin Cook. It would be like a guy who'd be like, okay, he'll get a real job next year.
Well, Judd, you made some injury prediction a couple weeks ago too. You had like Lewis Seen taking Stephon Diggs out of a game in week 10 or whatever. Yeah,
that's terrible. Did I really say that?
Yeah, you blacked out and made an injury prediction.
Write this down.
Must have been much early.
Kyle, great work with these predictions. Since you've got this platform here on Mackey and Judd, is there anyone in your life you would like to thank that brought you to this peak moment?
Yeah, I'm going to do something a little different. I'm actually going to thank all of you guys, Judd, Bill, Declan, because without you guys constantly pushing Olivia, I never would have signed up or even known anything about it. So down 70 pounds now, so I got to thank you guys for
dude.
putting me on that train.
70 pounds?
That's incredible.
Since February.
When did you start?
February.
Well, congratulations, man. That's awesome.
That is amazing. So how do you feel now compared to, let's say, January?
Night and day difference, 100%. Having 70 pounds off your shoulders kind of makes you a little easier to move around, for sure.
That's awesome, man. And here's the best part, correct? It's simple. Like that
simple.
Was my thing. It's not hard.
Mm-mm.
It's
not hard
really
at all.
simple.
They make a great plan for you.
Yep.
It's what you need, and you just follow it, and you see results. It's just really as simple as that.
That's awesome, man. Well, congrats, Kyle, on the 70 pounds of weight loss. Good luck on your predictions.
Awesome, Kyle.
And stay in touch with us, all right?
All right, will do. Thanks, guys. Appreciate it.
See you, bud. That's Kyle. Awesome. That's such a cool story. Love hearing that.
yeah.
That is not a
70
plant, by the way. We did not plan
No.
for that to happen.
No.
I mean, we definitely planned for him to lose 70 pounds if he was going to sign up for Livia, but yeah.
Of course.
But that was
That's
not
different.
a plan. Yeah. So that's
Write
awesome.
this down.
All right, back to Judd here. Your third and final prediction.
My third and final prediction. So I can't decide if the Twins are going to make a trade for a starter. Like, they need help, but I don't have faith in them. But that being said, I mean, they're going to have a really good chance to win this division. So they're going to go to the playoffs. So somewhere if common sense like plays a role here, you guys, they're going to say we need more. Like, we cannot be trotting Cole Sands out. So write this down. The Twins will trade prospect Austin Martin, who they got in the Jose Barrios trade from Toronto last year, before this year's deadline. So Austin Martin, who is a shortstop outfielder, he has not been great, and he
There's
plays
no power.
Yeah, and he plays shortstop, which seemed great, but now, you know, I would guess that Royce is going to be the shortstop next year. The Twins certainly have some outfield depth, so Austin Martin will be a trade chip, and I think they can probably put him in a package.
Speaking of, what is the update on Royce Lewis? Have
No
I
one
missed an
knows.
update somewhere?
I have no scoop there.
Unless there was something in the pregame last night that I missed, because I did go to the postgame and it was not addressed, which is not surprising. I don't think so. And Dukes told us on Bonus Scoop Tuesday that it has been very quiet when he has asked for particulars about, hey, did the swelling go down, and how was the second MRI to make sure that there wasn't more damage than just the initial diagnosis.
That doesn't sound good. So
Probably not.
Are we thinking that there's surgery involved? I mean, why
don't
isn't
know.
there an update? It's been over a week, right?
Yeah, I don't
I'm
know.
asking a lot of rhetorical questions here,
Yeah.
but
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
people cover the team, PR. Like, can someone tell us what one of the most important players in the organization is feeling right now? I don't know. Anyways, all right, Declan, your third and final prediction.
Write this down.
All right. Write this down. So John Cena's coming back to the WWE. Judd, I don't know if you saw that. Phil and I were texting about it the other day.
I heard you talk about it yesterday.
Yeah, so Cena's coming back. He came back last summer for a little bit of a run into the fall, but he's coming back again. I believe he comes back like the end of the month on an episode of Raw. So write this down. John Cena will win a major world title between now and the end of the year. And Phil, those major titles would just be the WWE title, the Universal title, or both, because Roman has both of them, and I don't know like if they're unifying them or whatever, but he will win a major world title, which I believe will give him his 17th, which passes Ric Flair for the most of all time in WWE that they recognize. So John Cena will win a major WWE world title between now and the end of the year. Write it down.
I love it. I think his first match back is going to be against Theory. Used to be Austin Theory, but then they just dropped his first name, and now he's Theory, and he is the United States champion. I'm going to make an impromptu wrestling prediction because you mentioned the name Ric Flair here.
Woo!
Ric Flair is apparently going to wrestle. He's like 75 years old.
I thought you were going to say something else about Ric Flair's future.
What do you mean? Like, I might.
That he might that Ric Flair won't be alive on January 1st, 2023.
Oh, well.
Write this
I thought
down.
you might go with that one.
Death for years.
I know he
Not
has.
forever.
Well, Ric Flair is apparently wrestling his last match in Nashville, Tennessee on July 31st, 2022.
Oh, that's a bad.
Ric Flair returns to the ring one final time. I'm going to walk that aisle one last time to prove once and for all that to be the man, you've got to beat the man.
Oh man.
He's wrestling against, I don't even know. Who is he wrestling against? I don't know
I
if
have
they've
no
even,
idea.
if
I
they've
don't-
said.
I don't like this.
But it's going to be on pay-per-view. And he almost died a few years ago.
Yeah, we were on a remote when a story broke that he had like collapsed and been rushed to the hospital, and I thought he was going to die then.
Yeah.
I don't.
So I'm going to say this. Write this down. Ric Flair will bleed in his last match, either the hard way or he will, do it the old wrestling style. I think he's going to want, if he's going to do this his way, he's going to be a Crimson Mask version of Ric Flair. Yeah.
Yeah. Come on. Hey.
So he's going to bleed at some point. I wanted to make a different prediction that was a little bit more aggressive because I think he's going to get hurt in this match. He's putting out training videos of him too, just like in some ring in a warehouse, taking body slams and stuff. This just doesn't seem necessary.
No.
But he will bleed in his last match.
Okay.
So Flair's opponent, as well as the entire card, will be announced at a later date, it says. So I guess, it's up for grabs if you want to put Ric Flair out to pasture lineup. So anyways, those predictions were presented by our friends at Federated Mutual Insurance Company. They've been around for over 100 years, helping businesses maximize their success through risk management tools and resources. Federated's history is rich with innovative, committed people guided by a core set of principles and values that they apply to your business. Find out more at federatedinsurance.com, where it's our business to protect yours. All right, we're going to send Judd out to Vikings mandatory minicamp, and we'll have that whole report on tomorrow's episode of Purple Daily. Reckless Speculation Thursday on Mackie and Judd tomorrow with our scoop monger, Darren Doogie Wolfson. See you guys.